Dance Crew. Today we are focusing on vault. So we're gonna do a quick warm up, a quick stretch, and then we'll go ahead and get started with some vault drills that we can do at home. As a reminder, last week we worked on some handstand shoulder blocks, which are always really important. We should keep practicing those. And what else did we work on? We worked on some wall punches, making sure that we're holding that hollow body and blocking off the wall with our shoulders. So there's a little recap of last week. Let's go ahead and get started with a warm-up. Warming up with me now. We're gonna start with 30 seconds of mountain climbers. So we're gonna go down in our push-up position, bring our knees up quickly, thinking about exploding off of our balls of our feet. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, 30 seconds. And what do we have going on? We got 10 more seconds. And relax. Very good. We're doing 30 seconds of bunny hops up by our ears. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bunny hops. Squeezing, squeezing, squeezing our bottoms and our cores. Two more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. And now from here, we're gonna do 10 burpees. Burpees, as a reminder, you go down into a push-up, feet in, jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. Our heart rate's up pretty good. We're gonna go through that one more time, and then we'll get stretched out. So, focus on your breathing. Try and get that heart rate back down, just a wee bit. And mountain climbers. And 10 seconds. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. See what we got here. 10 more seconds. And rest. Good work. After that comes our bunny hops. Punch it through those toes. Try not to bend your knees and jump. And ready, go. You should feel a nice burn in your calves. Two more seconds. And relax. 10 burpees. We are good and warmed up. Ready. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great job with a warm-up. Catch your breath, get some water, meet me back. Let's go ahead and get stretched out. We're gonna start with some back twists. Nice light twist to the shoulders. Might get a few cracks and pops on your back. Look all the way over that shoulder. Good, we're gonna do our windmills. Reach your opposite hand to your opposite foot. Keep that chest low. Think about just swinging your arms back and forth. Hands up to the sky and pike stretch. Make sure you get nice deep breaths. Good. Let's drop into a butterfly. Snip your toes. Open that butterfly a little bigger. And snip your toes again. Straddle. Arms in crown. Cradle and reach. Squeeze those kneecaps and your toes as hard as you can. And come back up to crown. Cradle the other arm and reach to the other toe. And last one, return to crown and pancake in the middle. Very nice. Let's sit in a pike on the floor. Shake those legs out a little. And let's sit up nice and tall and point those legs as hard as you can. Squeeze your kneecaps. Show me those big, strong quad muscles. Shoulders back. Let's just hold this for 10. Try and point your toes so hard that your heels come off the ground. And relax. They might burn a little bit after that. And let's flex and do the same thing. Hold for 10. And point and flex one. And switch, and switch, switch, shake it out. Let's go ahead and do our bridges. We're gonna do 2 as a reminder. If you can kick over on both of them, go ahead and kick over. If not, that is okay, just come back down. And pencil popsicle bodies. Squeeze everything, your toes, your knees, your quads, your core, your arms. And bring those hands up by your ears, feet by your bottom. Push and look back at those hands. Push your shoulders over. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Very nice. Let's do one more. On our backs. Popsicle bodies. Hands by your ears, feet by your bottom. And push. Shoulders over. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Very good. Shake out your back. Maybe we'll do a few rock and rolls actually. My assistant Meech is coming to join us. Very good. All right, let's go ahead and get started with some drills. So the first thing that we're gonna focus on for our vault drills today is our run. Having a really fast, strong run is just as important as the actual vault. So you're not gonna have a very strong, powerful vault if you have a slow, sluggish run down the runway. So what we're first gonna do is sit on our bottoms and we're just gonna focus on fast arm swings. I think we may have done this in practice. The goal is to swing your arms so hard and so powerful that you kind of are bouncing off of your bottom. So we're gonna sit down in a pike. Sorry. We're gonna sit down in a pike. When we run, our opposite arm is up when our knee is striding. But for the purpose of this drill, we're gonna keep both of our legs straight. And we're going to alternate. We're going to go quick. See what I mean? I'll turn to the side. Let's do it for 10 seconds. Really, really getting a fast arm pump. Ready, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You feel it? Even as I'm doing it, I'm feeling my abs burn just a little bit. So we're really wanting to engage our shoulders, our core, and that pretend like your arm is on a hinge and it's just swinging back and forth. We don't want it to go out to the side. We want it nice and tight by our body. Fist comes up about to your nose. And as it swings back, your elbow is pointed to the wall behind you. So let's go ahead and do that again for 10 more seconds. I'm gonna turn back to the side. Actually, I'll do a little diagonal angle. And we're gonna go for 10. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Kind of fun. All right. So, there's one important part of the run is our arms. Now we're gonna focus on our legs, and we're just gonna do a high knee run in place. And when we're running towards the runway, we really need to think about pulling that knee up and pulling it down and exploding off of that toe. There needs to be a quick torque motion. All right? But we're gonna just do a high knee run in place, just like this. I will show you as a reminder. If my right leg is up striding, my left arm is up and it switches. Alrighty? Let's go for 10 again. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. Strong legs, big strides. All right, let's do it again. And ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, 2 important parts of the run that we just covered: our arms, our legs. We need high knees coming down nice and quickly back down to the floor. So, keep those in mind. We're going to move on. Next, we're going to focus on our arm circles, and we're going to break it down a little bit because that seems to be a really kind of confusing concept as we're running towards the vault as fast as we can, and you have to think about circling your arms and then springing off the springboard. So we're going to slow it down just a little. I'm going to turn to the side, and we're going to just go step, step. I am a lefty, so I drive my left leg up for my hurdle, and notice that when my leg came up, so did my arms. I'm going to swing them all the way around till my feet are together and my arms are down. This is where our springboard would be. And then from our springboard, we have all this energy going down, so it's just going to spring us up, and our arms come up. Alright. So, now as a reminder, if you're a righty, your right leg needs to come up. So, we're going to go left. Well, sorry, we won't. Step 1, 2, arms, knee come up, arm comes up, circle, and rebound. Step, step, knee, arms, circle, rebound. Let's do one from the front. We're gonna go step, step, knee, punch, rebound. Now from there, we would visualize that as we're rebounding up, our heel drives and we're reaching for the springboard to do a handstand or front handspring flat back or a front handspring over the vault. So now that we have kind of walked through that a couple times, you can speed it up. So that would look like this. Make sure to keep using your arms. So you go step, step, rebound. Whoopsie, even I messed up. It's really important to have a fast arm circle so that your hands are down, so that you can bring your hands up so your energy goes up. Whoopsie. 1, 2, circle, up. And you don't necessarily have to take just 2 steps. You can take multiple steps. 1, 2, 3. Another thing that we need to think about as you're rebounding, to not let your tummy sag out. When you punch, you really need to squeeze your core, squeeze your bottom so you don't have a saggy belly. Because then all of your vaults, all of that energy that you just worked on, running down the runway super hard, punching off the springboard, and then we just, all of that's gonna go away. Our vault's gonna be really squishy and really not so good. So, you really have to think about being the tightest that you can possibly be off of the springboard. So we've broke it down from the run to the arm circle to the punch. What do we think is next? The handstand. So now we are on the handstand part of our vault. So we run, we arm circle, we punch. Once we're in this punching position, our heels come up and we stay in a completely flat body till we land in the handstand. For level 3s and 4s, all we do is just fall like a tree to our back. But when we get to level 5 and 6, then you will do a full front handspring off of the vault table and land back up on your feet. But, so, obviously when we do our handstand flat backs in practice, we have nice squishy mats to fall to our back, and we probably don't have those at home. So, we're just going to circle back around to our handstand shoulder pops or shoulder blocks. Really master those so then when we get back into the gym, we can focus back on our tree falls. The easiest thing to do is gain the strength and the knowledge to do your handstand shoulder blocks so that all you do from there is just fall like a tree. You just have to squeeze your bottom, squeeze your core, and just fall. So that is not the most important part of the vault. All you have to do is stay tight. But the pop and the shoulder block is extremely important. That's what makes us go out and away from the table. We want to stretch our hands out nice and wide, nice and far from the springboard. Once our hands hit, we block off and we drift in and fall to our back. So, the shoulder blocks. Imagine that we just took off of our springboard, our arms are up. We have to kick up into a handstand and a lunge, but think about this one back heel being the heel drive for our vault. So, that other foot has to meet up with the heel drive foot, but all of our body, we're levering in, applies to the vault. So, hands are up. Our heel drives. Drive and block. Okay? Really pushing through those shoulders, rebounding off of our hands. So you must stay tight. You are not going to be able to do this if you're loose and you have a loose core. Lever, block. Even if it's just a little one, that is good. You're skipping like a rock. Your body's just skip, skip, skip. Be focusing on your heel too. Your heel coming up, your hands go down, heel goes up. That's the heel drive. Alrighty. So I'm gonna give you guys just a couple minutes to try some of those on your own. Really try and block through your shoulders. Stay nice and tight. And we'll wrap back up with just one last vault drill. Now, this drill may be a little bit of a bonus drill. I don't know if everybody will be able to do this at home. I'm thinking maybe you can do it on your bed if it's the right height. If it's too high, it won't work. If it's too low, it could work, but you just have to stay really tight. We're going to kind of do an imitation handstand flat back drill. So I have laid out these cheeses, and I'm going to handstand with my hands against the furniture, mats, whatever, and I'm going to fall to my back. I will show you what this looks like. Again, if you do not have anything that you can do this on, maybe we'll just watch and kind of listen to some verbal instructions so that we can understand what we're doing. But just make sure that you are safe, make sure that you're not going to hurt yourself or any furniture or anything like that. I don't want mom or dad to be mad at me. So what we're going to do is I'm going to just show you one, watch, and then I will instruct from there. All right. So the goal is to kind of just roll from our shoulders up against here into a nice hollow body position. You will notice that I had to engage my core, and I looked, as soon as my toes went down, I brought my eyes forward, and I was looking at my toes as I landed on my back. So we're in a lunge. Reminder to lever into your handstand. This is the heel drive. We're on the vault, roll, and hollow body. This is what our flat back would be. We would sit up and finish to the judges, hypothetically, if we were in a meet. So we can even piece it all together by going step, step, knee up, arm circle, arms come up, we lever, handstand, flat back. That is essentially the whole entire vault, just kind of broken down into little drills. So let's do a couple more. I'm just going to do the lunge into the handstand. Lunge, heel drive, handstand, hollow body. I even look at my toes in the handstand, and that kind of forces you to go into a hollow body position. Right, each, right. So, handstand, I reach my hands out so they go right in front of the mat. I'm in my handstand, I look at my toes, roll forward, hollow body. Got that. Now, if you're on a lower mat or bed or whatever, you will essentially do a handstand tree fall. Right now, this is at my shoulder height, so I'm able to kind of roll out of it, almost like a handstand forward roll. So just keep that in mind. If your bed or furniture or whatever you're doing this on is lower, then you're actually going to fall, so you need to stay tight. I'm going to say that one more time without my dog being a kamikaze tornado in the camera. If your bed is lower, you are actually going to do a handstand tree fall. You're not going to be able to roll, so you just need to be prepared that you are going to fall like a tree. On this one, you're kind of able to roll out of it. So there's that little tidbit. So let's do two more. Handstand, lever. Look at your toes, hollow body. One more. Handstand, heel drive. Toes, flat back. All right. So we have broken down essentially the entire vault, all the way from the run to the hurdle, arm circle punch, to our handstand flat back. So lots of things to think about and visualize. And we'll get right back at it when we get into the gym. If you're able to do any like sprints while you're at home in the yard, safely on your neighborhood street, whichever, that is also really great to build up endurance and strength in our legs. So there we have today's vault lesson plan. I hope we learned lots, and I will see you guys soon.
Next week.